My ladies, my queens, welcome back to Exposure. This is your girl Genesis. Of course, want to say thank you so much for being a part of the program. For the newcomers, thank you. Welcome home. And for the ladies, for the queens who have been with us since the beginning, what's up, girlfriend? Now, this has been requested, and I am going to attack it with everything in me. Let me just sit properly where you can hear every single word that's coming out of my mouth. I give up. I can't do it anymore. I am a nobody. I can't. I don't fit in. I don't qualify. I'm not worth it. I don't think that I have anything to contribute. I don't I just don't fit in, and I just want to be by myself. I just want to do my regular 9 to 5, and I just want to be average. I feel like if I be average, then um I I'll be comfortable. There won't be anyone to hate me or to dislike me, or there won't be anybody to have a problem with me because I am confident or anything. So I'm just gonna stay in the average place. You know, um, I'm just gonna chill. I I'm good. I don't need to be more than what others think I am. Listen to me. You are not what others say you are. You are not what you say you are. You are what God says you are. And I say this with the utmost seriousness ever. If there's such a word, you can do it. You will do it. You need to get up and start doing something. Something that would upset everything around you that says you can't. Why should you settle? Why should you be average? Why should you be scared of not reaching your goal or not being the best you can because you think others would attack you, and you think that you'll get too much attention, and you think that it will be stolen from you immediately because there are some who just don't believe that you don't deserve it. Hello. What kind of crazy thinking is that? Let me tell you quite clear that God desires you to be your best, and He wants nothing less of you, a whole lot more, but nothing less. And let me tell you this clear: the time that you're taking down to listen to what others say, they are moving along. They are making plans. They are doing whatever it takes in their shoes to get food on their table, to get their bills paid, while you're sitting down here feeling sorry for yourself. Let me tell you something. If you don't want the life that you have, give it to somebody else who's dying. Give it to somebody else who's having their family say goodbye to them. It's not being harsh, it's being real. The time that your life change is when you get mad one time. Get mad one time, just one time, and say, I am tired of being tired. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of earning the same amount. I'm tired of coming to work frustrated. I'm tired of coming to work and walking through the door and already feeling depressed. I am tired of living like this. Just get mad one time. If you sit down and worry about the life you have, you are sinking yourself further down more. You have to make a change. There's nothing more powerful than a change of mind. Baby girl, you only have you. You only have you. Get mad. Get crazy. Are you tired? You're tired. You're tired. There's a reason why you're tired, because you're wasting your energy on what you're not supposed to be doing, which is being sorry for yourself, sitting down and sobbing and being depressed every day. I get depressed at 1 o'clock. But let me tell you something. 1:05, I'm a damn beast. 1:30, I might be crying, but 1:35, I'm up again, because baby, I'm not staying down. And when you think that I am down, I'm down there still planning. It's not me being down, it's me staying down. The minute that I get down, the minute I'm getting back up. There's nothing that's going to hold me down there. I don't belong down there. You're not going to keep me down there. Your words are not going to even keep me down there. Nothing you say, I accept. You have to get in the mind frame where you have to understand that your life is your life. It's your life. It's You don't call a shrink and you don't call a pastor and those people. You need motivation sometimes, but sometimes I feel like we give our lives over to others to control, because we feel as if we cannot take control, we cannot control it ourselves. So we might have somebody who we speak to at all times, and we ask them what do they think of this, and every decision that you're about to make, you will call this group or call this person. I think it's time you realize that your life is your life. And there are others that didn't wake up this morning. I think it's time that you're grateful of the little you have. I think it's time that you do realize that we have people in other countries and other worlds that they when I say other worlds, I mean way out there. They are thirsty. And the water that they're drinking and quenching their thirst with is polluted. But they are grateful. You have clear water. You have clear water. There are others out there who will wait for the garbage truck to dump the garbage so they can get food. And you're sitting at a table with a bowl full of chicken and rice and peas, mixed steamed veg on the side, carrot juice, lettuce, tomatoes, greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. And you don't want to eat because you're depressed. There are 25 children out there who would love to have that plate of food, and they would gladly share it. No, I'm not reminding you of what's going on in the world so you could feel bad about being depressed. I'm telling you that you could have been those people. But God has you here for a different reason. And I don't think you realize the power you have. I don't think you realize that you have somebody behind you that is the greatest, the most powerful, the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords. I don't think you realize who he is, and I think you have forgotten who he is and what he can do. He was the same person who says, Lazarus, come forth. A dead man getting out of his clothes, walking out. He was the same person who says, little girl, she's just sleeping. As a matter of fact, the little girl arose and the little girl got up. I think you have forgotten that he turned the water into wine. I think you have forgotten that he parted the Red Sea. I think you have forgotten that he said, Peter, step out and come to me, and he did walk on water. I think you have forgotten who he is and what he can do. You're a broken vessel, of course. He specializes in broken vessels. Remember when you were at the well and you sat down and no one would talk to you because you had a history and you have a past? But he parted the crowd to come and talk to you. And I find it descriptive where he could have leaned against the well, or he could have, he could have stood against the well, but he sat on it. Whew, that's deep. He sat on the well. Yeah? And sitting on something means you're comfortable, right? It means that you're grounded, you're balanced, you're comfortable. He sat on the well because he had control over the well. He sat on the well because he had control over the well. He's in command of the well. He's in charge. He's comfortable. He sat on the well. He sat on your well of secrets, your well of darkness, your well of trouble, your well of financial difficulties, your well of broken heart, your well of poverty, your well of nobody ever liking you, your well, whatever your well may be, he sat on it. And don't let others allow you to think that you're the only one walking around with a well. Just realize that when you call on his name, he will be there. He will give you the utmost support ever than anybody else you've ever turned to. Might I remind you that you are made in his image, which is I am passionate when I speak of God's contribution in my life. I am passionate because I've given up over 200 million times. And when you make a request for a video like this, I understand what you're going through, and I can't tell you I understand because I've been there. I've been there when I felt as if I was the lost sheep. And instead of crying and telling myself that I'm not wanted or needed, I kind of turned the lemon into lemonade. And I said, okay, it is my time. I want you to get mad. I want you to get crazy. And tell yourself that it is your time. And nothing and nobody will stop you. Because at the end of the day, we are all daring to dream bigger. Why should we stop? Why should you feel that you need to alter your personality and your goals and aspirations to suit someone else? Because they might think you're doing too much. Hello. I am too much. As a matter of fact, I don't ever fit in here. I wasn't made to fit in. I was born to stand out. How about that? The minute you start to give yourself some credit, stop explaining things to people. Stop explaining yourself to people. They're human beings just as yourself. You have one life that belongs to you. If you have to separate yourself for a while and work on yourself, who do you have to explain yourself to? Once you're over 18, it's done, darling. Make your plans, set your goals, and get them. Simple. You don't have time to prove to others who your worth is, what your worth is, or who you really are, or what you deserve. You don't have time to prove to people that you're a good person. You have time to make plans and invest in yourself and earn some money and take care of your kids. That's what you got time to do. You don't have time to work so hard to prove to others that you're a good person. It makes no damn sense. Why don't you just get crazy? Do the plans that you've written down 50 times and you just stop. Every time that you come up with an idea, you start it and you just forget about it. What's wrong? What's wrong with you is you. The minute you tell yourself, I can't do it, me give up. That this is it. It's too much. I can't. I'm just done. You're the one that's pushing yourself into the corner that you're in now. And you're the same person who's going to take you out because nobody cares that you're in a corner. Um, so you're in a corner now? Oh, okay. I hope you get out soon. They won't give you a helping hand and pull you out, but they will hope for you to get out of the corner soon. Might I remind you that a life is precious. Your life is precious. And if God gives it to you, it means that what you do with it is your gift back to Him. So stay there and do nothing, okay? Because nothing will get you nothing. You can do it. Doesn't matter how much kids you have by yourself, you can do it. Set your timetable, write it down. What you do at 1 o'clock, what you do at 2 o'clock. You prepare the children's meal at 3 o'clock. You get a little rest at 3:30. Everybody's sleeping at 3:30 to 4. And by the time they're sleeping, you get half an hour sleep. You get up and you make their breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can do it. Single mothers, you can do it. You can. It's easy. And when you've gotten yourself accustomed to doing this, you'll be doing way more. Listen, I just tapped in really quick just to let my single mothers know that you are loved, that somebody sees you. And I want you to look into your children's or your child's eye, and I want you to promise them that you'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I'm not even going to put fence around my argument, my statement. Whatever it takes to make sure that your children eat, to make sure that they are secured, that they are comfortable, they are protected, and they are cared for. It's time that you forget about the world a little bit and focus on you. What can you do for you? Yeah. And when you do one thing and you feel so good of the accomplishment, then you do another. And that's how you keep getting your stumbling blocks out of the way, one by one. Separate yourself a little bit. Get away from the noise and the distractions and focus on you for a second. You deserve it. You deserve it. There's no particular time when you don't deserve no blessing that God gives you. You deserve every ounce of blessings that God has to give. So take it and run with it. There is nothing in this world that is impossible when it comes on to having God in your life. So write down your visions, your aspirations, your dreams, your goals, whether they be temporary, permanent, lifetime, whatever it is. Write it down. Email me, transformher@gmail.com, and let us fix this together. If it's a small business that you want to get up, let us help you get that business going. But you're not going to quit. You're not going to give up. I won't allow you to do that. I'm not going to allow you to do that. Because, honey, guess what? When you put your arms around your child and those little arms hug you back, oh, girl, that's what you're working for. That's what you're working for. You have so much to offer, you don't even know it. You don't need anybody's help but God. and He will send the people, the right people into your life. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. The exposure program, Your Girl Genesis, loves you. And let me tell you something before I go. You have to make it. You have to do it. You have to make it, because you haven't built the house and called me and tell me that you've built the house yet. You haven't driven the car, honey. You haven't gone to the parking lot to pick up the car. So you have to do it. Promise me that when you get the car note that you call me. Promise me that when you get the keys, you're going to call me. Promise me that you will not give up, because I am not giving up on you, and God has not given up on you. Not the 20 other 7 times that you've given up, not the 30 times that you've given up. He has never given up on you, because you're still here. We're sending love to you from the Exposures family, from our program. Thank you so much. We have Tipsy on a Tuesday, we have Wet, Wild, and Wicked Wednesdays, we have Thirsty Thursdays, we have Fantastic Fridays, and Smooth and Seductive on a Saturday. We do have your karaoke session on a Sunday as well. Kings and queens, lords and ladies, God loves you, and I love you. You are not quitting. You are a fighter. You are a winner. You will proclaim. You will be victorious. You have to be. You have to win. There's nothing else apart from winning. You're not going to give up. I won't allow you to give up. But I'm just going to tell you, get mad one time and do what the hell it takes. It only takes one time. I'll see you then. Do enjoy yourself. Remember, God loves you and I love you. See you again on Exposure for another conversation. Okay? Bye-bye for now.